It's what time is it? It's almost 10 o'clock at night, and I just woke up from a long nap. I wonder how long was I asleep. It's no help. When did I fall asleep? I don't know either.
Asleep.
Huh?
I was already asleep.
Anyway, figure I must have slept at least 2-3 hours. It's just, it's a funny thing about not having a job that I have to go to, or no schedules to keep, no deadlines to meet, no boss. No doing the same thing day in, day out, going down the same freeway or highway, dealing with all that traffic. What can I say? I mean, don't mistake my lack of work, or whatever you want to call it, labor, as a sign of laziness. Hey, you know what? We're all lazy. We all just like to kick back and do nothing. But, and also has a lot to do with, I don't like being told what to do and how to do it. I don't like being told how to live my life, and but a lot of you people out there have become so accustomed to it and comfortable with it that you just basically go along with it and don't even bother challenging it or questioning it or really scrutinizing it, and it's just too bad. It's most unfortunate that we've evolved into this state of slavery that we have to occupy a third of our lives to the state, the oligarchy, if you will, who basically have been making up all the laws and the rules and the norms and whatnot of acceptable behavior and all the different social norms and whatnot that people cling to, and all the family values and stuff like that, and all the religions and Christianity, Judaism, Buddhism, Taoism, Confucianism, Hinduism, Rastafarianism, whatever. And the same rule applies for all of the non-theists, where you have your same set of ideologies and your philosophies and everything else that you cling to and profess and live by and die by and whatever. So, and having a job is basically, and all, the way things have been run nowadays and have been for, several hundred, if not thousands of years, is that, we got to stay busy. We don't need to be questioning things. We don't need to be researching things and making our own discoveries that, a lot of people might find frightening, disturbing, unacceptable, blah, blah, blah. So what do? They basically throw themselves into their work. They throw themselves into their religions and different aspects of spirituality. They throw themselves into their music, listening to it or making it, whatever. It's the same thing. It's just mutual exchange of slavery, mutual exchange of artificial intelligence. That keeps us all distracted from the environment around us. And that's basically a foundation of modern civilization. I'm kind of rambling off the topic. I just wanted to discuss, some of the benefits of not having a job, And, like I said, gives me plenty of free time to think about things. Gives me plenty of time to research if I need to research. I've done so much of it. Plus, then there's, the personal discoveries that I have made throughout my life, and continue to make. Maybe not as much as I used to, but, there are, maybe a few discoveries that might come down my way. But whatever they are, I'll just absorb them and, assimilate them and whatever. And what else can I say? Jobs. That's what all these that's a major issue with a lot of these elections and, the politics involved is we need more jobs. Bullshit. We don't need more jobs. We don't even need to work. Okay? We've got so much technology out there that nobody has to do any none of this repetitive and dangerous work. A lot of the labor that we've been doing over the thousands of years can be replaced by machinery, robots and so forth. So all this crap about we need to work, we need the jobs, that's all just distraction. That's basically has kept this whole fucking human dilemma going is, people don't want to take the time. They don't want to go through the hassle. They don't want to go through the hardship and the misery. And they just want all the positive things, the happy, joy. And then they get their occasional fire and brimstone from the preachers and all the other religious leaders out there it's just like a little artificial tether, they put on your brain to keep you, from expanding your mind and looking under every rock, looking in every crevice, crack and crevice to really get a bigger understanding of the big picture. That I don't know. A lot of people might find it overwhelming. A lot of people might find it scary. A lot of people might find it boring. But it's just I mean, that's why we invented gods in the first place. That's why we came up with people like Jesus Christ and Mohammed and Buddha and all these other offspring of a hybridized God, So it's like, and that all plays into the whole scheme of things, keeping people working. Always got to be doing something. And if it's not a job where you're, a slave to your money, it's a hobby or some other type of excursion or something that you're into, and you need money to keep doing that hobby, to keep doing that, suppose you're into flying remote controlled aircraft, or you're into riding dirt bikes. That requires money, so that goes in with, I gotta have a job routine, and that's just something we've all been indoctrinated into since we got into kindergarten and up through 12th grade. And then if you wanted to be a better slave, you basically went to college, where you learned how to pull strings rather than to be a puppet. But you're still a puppet. You're just a higher puppet, in the whole arrangement of puppetry, that basically is under the thumb of the oligarchies. And in many ways, the one global oligarch, actually you got just a handful of oligarchies throughout the world, and they're all duking it out to see who wins and actually gets the reins. So anyway, like I said, I wanted to keep this about jobs, but everything is so mixed in with the other, it's hard not to ramble, because everything's mixed in with everything else, and it can be overwhelming and confusing, but I understand it.